No problem at all. So thanks for sorting out the technical issue, and it's great to speak here today. So I'm going to be speaking on the MSc in Business Economics program. So I'm one of the co-directors of the program down here in the Economics Department in UCC, along with the other co-directors, Dr. Catherine Kavanagh and Dr. Tracy Bradfield. Just to give a brief overview of some of the information on the Masters. So it is a one-year Masters for full-time students. There is an option also for part-time students, which goes over 2 years. So for the standard kind of full-time student, basically it goes over the full academic year, so 3 semesters. The program is basically broken up into kind of thirds. So 2/3 of your learning will occur in first semester and second semester through traditional taught-based masters, where you'll kind of learn about business economics concepts and theory, as well as quantitative and data analysis techniques. And then the third and final semester of the master's program will be research orientated. So that's the final third of your master's program, and it'll consult the business economics report, which I can get a bit more into on this. Just for some basic information on the program itself. So the standard lecturing hours per week is about 12 hours per week, but that doesn't include external lecturers who come in, and guest speakers that we have from industry who come in to speak to our students. The minimum entry requirement is a 2-2, so a second class honours grade 2 from an undergraduate degree, so a level 8 undergraduate degree. Unlike other master's programs, it is not a necessary prerequisite that you've studied economics or business prior to entering. So any student that is aspiring to get into the Masters in Business Economics program and convert from a different area or a different discipline, this may be a program that can be of great interest to you. So basically, to why choose the program. So basically, it's an integrated course, obviously, with a standard taught and research-based method. So we basically look to apply economic theory and econometric techniques to analyze business environments and issues and trends facing businesses. So it's designed in consultation with leaders from the business community and public sector organizations, and it equips students with key skills for their career development going forward. So in addition to that, a lot of our students will go into industry, but it also can provide a good basis for students who wish to further go on and explore research via a PhD. Including one of the co-directors, Dr. Tracy Bradfield, is an alumni and a graduate of the program. So if you take it on, one day you might even find yourself giving this presentation, let alone doing the Masters. But also it provides a good foundation for students looking for higher education development in a more professional space with the DBA. So just to give an overarching view of the program, so the taught aspects of the program, which occur in semester 1 and semester 2. They will concern kind of a few different types of modules. So one will be the professional skills type module, which is EC 6617. So with this, the co-directors of the program, myself, Catherine and Tracy, basically will design a load of workshops at appropriate times during the semester, where we will get industry practitioners who come in and will communicate key issues, trends and skills that are required for students looking to go into industry. We also provide students with a chance to network and present and collaborate with these industry practitioners. So it can be a brilliant source of networking for future kind of professional development. For the more taught aspects of it, we basically have modules that look at financial economics, more kind of micro individual business strategy type economic modules, as well as kind of maybe more traditional macroeconomic environment modules to see how macroeconomic factors affect business. In addition to that, we have a few modules which will look at data collection, the use of survey data, quantitative techniques and research methods. And those will be done through the first semester and the second semester as well. All of that culminating in what we refer to as the BER, the Business Economic Report. So for the Business Economic Report, basically students will pick kind of a business economics kind of trend issue that's currently facing the business environment, and they will use their both theoretical knowledge of business practices and macroeconomic environment and financial economics, coupled with their data analysis techniques that they pick up during the master's program, and they will develop a high standard, high quality, professional level business economic report, which they will present in front of a business audience. And that's the culmination of, that's basically the entire overview of the course. So we place a huge emphasis on external collaboration with industry. So a brief kind of example of some of the companies that we work with, but we're not limited to these. This is just kind of a sample. It would be Huawei, EDAG, Agati, DGT, but even this semester we had Chris Patterson from Open Up, who provided a kind of a series of guest lectures on the use of open source technologies for businesses. Given the nature of the course, a lot of graduates will go into business consultancy and analytic roles, but there's also students who have gone into financial advisory as well as management and project-based work. So some of the student testimonies there kind of highlight the first-hand experience that they gain from real-life business challenges and approaches, and how working with a group and with external kind of partners gave them a better understanding of the business world and what would be expected of them when they went into industry. So for an overarching view of the skills that students will gain, we've broken that into kind of three main areas. So given the group-orientated nature of a lot of the assignments that students will be working on, and some of their individual assignment-based work, they will be gaining interpersonal skills from leadership, organization, teamwork, and presentation. Obviously, the research aspect of the work then gives students great grounding in economic interpretation of data, the communication of economic trends to non-experts, huge emphasis on high-standard consultancy report writing, as well as project design, implementation, and management. So a key differentiator between this kind of master's and other ones would be the emphasis that we place on external collaboration with industry practitioners. So the MSc in Business Economics program is actually accredited officially by the Institute of Management, Consultant and Advisors, and we regularly have guest speakers from the IMCA who come in, provide guest lectures in our professional business skills module, EC 6617, and that is an extraordinary kind of networking opportunity for the graduates who go on to study with us here. And company feedback that we have gotten from our graduates that go on to work within industry consistently emphasize the positive kind of attributes which our students hold, particularly with reference to similar master's programs in the Netherlands and in the United States. So I think I'm running out of time there into the last minute, but I hope I managed to cover anything. I'd be happy to take any questions. If you do have any other questions that can't be resolved by looking at the master's program webpage on the website, I would encourage you to get in contact with either myself, Tracy Bradfield, or Dr. Catherine Kavanagh. We'd be happy to communicate with anyone interested in doing the course.
That's brilliant, Dara, and thank you so much for speeding that up and getting it all into the time allocated.
No problem at all, Marie.
So
thank you so much.
And did not know that Tracy was also somebody who went from doing the program to being a program director. That's a trend now, because we've had two people on, which I think again just highlights the fact that doing a master's is a pathway into academia for people. So thank you so much. Is there any questions? Please put them into the chat, but we will be moving on from Dara, and I'm sure he'll be welcome to take any questions offline as well.